Good afternoon, guys. You can see the market is about to close. Time is around 3:28, and let's discuss Bank Nifty as well as Nifty trade analysis. And I have posted you the live trade which I have taken in Nifty 50. And as I have clearly mentioned here, I have taken my long position somewhere here, looking at this support after this impulsive momentum towards the downside. And I exited around this position. You can see this was my entry. You can go and watch my previous video where I entered here almost here and exited all the way to this zone, guys. This is how I exited my positions, and I hold it on to my trade as long as it moved above the 9 as well as 21 moving average. And you can see clearly how the market clearly stayed above this 9 and 21 moving average, breaking this way back towards the upside as well as this 200 moving average towards the upside. And let's decode into Bank Nifty trade analysis, and let's look into deeper. As you can see, yesterday's market, the market tried to uh, show bearishness. As you can see, from past 3 days to 5 days, the market was totally bearish, and even yesterday was the market showed bearish momentum, clearly signifying bearishness. But you can see at around 10, the market tried to recover and showed bullish momentum, and even crossed yesterday's high also, and even closed above yesterday's high as well. And and I have told in my pre-market analysis of yesterday's that the market, in case if you want to look for trade setups, you can always look for buy side, because the market sentiment has changed from being bearish to bullish. And even this also I have told you that the market actually got up and showed some kind of trend line liquidity here, guys. You can see there wasn't good momentum over here as soon as the market gapped up. In case if the market sentiment would have been bullish to go further price towards the upside, another candles would form like this, and with fair value gaps, and try to break this high as well. Or in case if market sustains, you can see this kind of support over here with this kind of candles trying to go below here and taking support and further going towards the upside. You can see this kind of support and trying to move higher like this. This is how usually in case of market sentiment being bullish will behave. But you can see when as soon as the market moved in this channel formation, you can see this kind of channel, guys. After the market gapped up, you can see how beautifully the market formed a channel and clearly broke towards the downside. And as today was Nifty expiry, a lot of buyers might have entered the market here, expecting the market to go further high. In order to target all those buyers who might have entered here, or somewhere here, guys, to target all those buyers and to initiate sellers to enter the market has to manipulate both buyers and sellers. And this momentum is only for manipulation, guys, as the overall sentiment of market is bullish only. But for this manipulation, you can find a lot of liquidity. Sellers might enter the market, buyers might get their stop loss here. All those stop losses will be hit. This is a liquidity pool, guys. Only if this kind of manipulation occurs, only then the market makers will find a lot of liquidity. And you can see how beautifully the market manipulated all those buyers as well as initiated sellers to enter the market. And you can see how beautifully the market actually broke up, retraced back. And if you try to see after this breakout, the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see how beautifully the market came all the way to 1.68 level and couldn't even cross that level, and couldn't even close below that level. You can see the market came all the way to 1.68 level, and we can see 200 moving average support, which is very significant when compared to VWAP levels. I prefer more significance to 200 moving average when compared to VWAP, when you can see market rejected and came all the way to 200 moving average. And at the same time, if you see at Nifty, guys, in Nifty 50 at the same time, you can see that kind of manipulation where you can see here the market formed some kind of trendline liquidity over here. You can see how beautifully the market here formed a trendline liquidity, and the market broke and even broke 200 moving average. But you can see here this pivot support, guys, and how beautifully the market came here, rejected price over here, and try to head higher also. And in you can see here also there is an order block over here where the market has also took support here. This is 1 minute order block where the market broke this structure high and the 200 moving average towards the upside. This is the break of structure with a fair value gap. You can see this was one significance, guys. Another significance is the pivot levels. Another significance is as soon as the bearish momentum, we see bullish momentum happening, clearly signifying bullishness. And I think these two confluences is enough, guys, for you to decide whether the market's going to be bullish or bearish. Coming back to Bank Nifty, and you can see market couldn't even cross 200 moving average here. It reached all the way to 1.68 level, and I told you could have entered long position here. So in case if you find this manipulation, you could choose double of that also. There, you can see the high to low, guys. This is the high to low. So you can actually target the double from all the way to all the way here. This is where you could have targeted. The market came almost here. Or in case if you don't prefer in this kind of format, you can consider this momentum, guys, which actually changed over here. Even it didn't form any chalk, we can draw fib extinction levels. The common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, which I have already told in my live market analysis in Nifty. As I told you, the high chances that the market, in case, will come all the way here or the midway between these two zones. If you need, you can go watch my live trade analysis where I told the first target is 1.68 level. You can see this downward momentum to 1.68 level and this upward momentum to 1.68 level. And after 1.68 level, the market also reached this 2.68 level over here. And this is the 2.68 level. And midway between this, you can target. Sometimes, usually, the market comes midway between this zone. You can see how beautifully the market came midway between the 0.5 as well as 0.6 zone as well. But it's fine, guys. If you might have targeted the 2.68 level, you could have made a decent amount of profit also. But my purpose here is not to prove that. My purpose is to have a proper risk to reward ratios. So how you need to trade with a minimum risk and target good amount of profit. That is what my analysis of my purpose here. And you can see this kind of liquidity over here, guys, which consolidating above the 9 as well as 21 moving average as well as VWAP over here. This signifies, this kind of consolidation always signifies very bullishness. And there high chance the market would go towards the upside. And you can see this order block, again the market came all the way here, took support and continued and broke the structure high also. Here you can see market broke towards the high side and the same thing, the market even broke here. And you can consider this to be an order block, the last down candle. And you can see, you can consider another candle, this zone also. And you can consider this zone also to be an order block. You can see how beautifully with the fair value gap over here. You can see how the market even broke high, consolidated, took this fair value gap support and continued further towards the buy side. And if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see you could have targeted the 100% move here. This is your first target. In case if the market tries to move higher, you could have targeted to 1.6 also. But you can see the market came here, rejected, and continued further towards the downside. And you can see how the market has behaved, guys. This is 1 minute order block, which order blocks only works for one time, guys. Once if this order block is being mitigated, it doesn't add any value. So that's it, guys. This order block has been done. Now there is no value for these order blocks, and you can consider this to be an order block because it clearly broke structure over here. And the last down candle, you can consider this also to be the last down candle. So once the order block get mitigated, here the order block mitigated and again it came down. So after this touch, you see there is some rejection of price over here, and price couldn't even, here the price took support from 200 moving average, you can see, and VWAP level. Here the market clearly broke towards the downside. Here there is 1 minute order block, which shows some kind of demand. And here the market reacted and tried to move higher also. In case if the market sentiment would have been bullish, guys, this order block would have been good significance because you can see the market came all the way here, again tried to go higher, again the market came here. So if this order block would be of a good support zone, the market would have reacted very goodly with the huge momentum and continue and further upside. But you can see the market faced rejection from this 21 moving average as well as the last up move candle before the down move. The market actually faced rejection over here. So the market even couldn't cross this zone as well as this 21 moving averages guy here. The market clearly couldn't cross that level. And you can see after this rejection, the market came all the way towards the downside. And you can see this bearish engulfing candle, guys. After this bullish momentum, this looks like a large sell-off candle. In case if you might have seen my videos, you can see how clearly the sell-off candle works. Usually when there is some kind of demand, you can see how beautifully the demand kind of worked out here. The U-shape pattern, the rounding bottom kind of pattern, clearly signifying bullishness, guys. In this kind of market, when there is, after this breaking of structure towards the upside, the market forms some kind of rounding bottom pattern, clearly signifies that market would try to go higher. But you can see clearly here when the market kind of broke structure here and retraced all the way to the 9 as well as 21 moving average and took support here and continued further. In case if the market sentiment would have been bullish, it would have continued further high and like with supports. Yeah, this kind of candles will never be formed, guys. But here you can see how the market here formed a bearish engulfing pattern uh, and piercing this bullish momentum as well, clearly changing the market sentiment from bearish to bullish. And if you try to plot the fib levels from here to here, the market even couldn't cross this zero point 0.5 zone over here. You can see how the market faced some sort of rejection here. This is a 550 level, or if you consider this also is a 550 level. And if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, guys, the common point between this to the common point in this to the common point in this, you could have expected all the way here, guys. Look how market came all the way to 1.68 level, and next is 2.68 level, and you can see how clearly the market came all the way to 3.6 level as well. You could have targeted somewhere here also, as here also, guys, or you could have targeted this support zone over here or the 1 minute order block here. You can see this 1 minute order block. The market came all the way to 1 minute order block and or the 3.68 level. Look at this, guys, how the market has behaved. And you can consider the last up candle before the down move, which actually broke structure here. And if you consider this swing over here, guys, the last up candle from this candle all the way here, you can see this also coincides with this 1 minute order block, the last up candle which actually broke here, this towards the downside with fair value gaps, which coincides with 550 over here. You can see how nice the market has coincide with this 550 level over here. This is the 550 as well as the 1 minute order block, and which clearly signifies a huge bearishness, guys. You can see this is 1 minute order block as well as 550 level. The market kind of tried to head higher and showed some impulsive momentum, and you can see this kind of liquidity, guys, how the market after this impulsive momentum, how this kind of market is trying to behave. This clearly signifies bearishness, guys. Whenever you see this kind of momentum when it appears, no, guys, this clearly signifies bearishness. And if you see this kind of momentum, it clearly signifies bullishness. You can see this kind of momentum, guys, trading above the 9 as well as 21 moving average. But here you can see it's trading below the 9 as 21 moving average, trying to move towards the supply zone to grab all the liquidity which is available here and try to go downwards. And you can see this pattern is you should be very vigilant about, guys. And you can see the market clearly broke structure here, clearly signifying change in momentum from this liquidity and the market trying to break this towards the downside. And if you consider the high to low here, guys, which actually broke structure, the common point between this to the common point between this, you can see how the market faced rejection over here. This is a 550 level over here. The market tried to grab this liquidity over here and try to head down. Again, the market tried to show rejection of price as well, clearly signifying bearishness. And you can even consider this order block also, this one candle order block also. This is a 1 minute order block as well as 550. How this coincides here also, the market is coinciding within 1 minute order block as well as the retracement over here. And if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, guys, in case if the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, you could have targeted all the way to 4.26 level, guys. Look how the market came all the way to 2.68 level here, and faced rejection over here. Or in case if you consider this to be an order block, you can see how nice the market, because you can see here, guys, this is 1 minute order block, the 1 minute order block, the last down candle and up momentum. If you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the high to the low here to the high here to the high here, you can see how the market came all the way to 4.26 level, 4.23. You can see, look at this, guys, how the market came all the way to 4.26. With very good decent profit, you could have entered short position here, guys, keeping your stop loss just above that candle and targeting all the way to here. This was one beautiful trade setup which I would have told you, and you could have even taken here also, keeping your target as this low as well. But another beautiful trade setup was just this candle, keeping your stop loss just above that candle, because this was a last sell off candle and this is bearish momentum where price faced rejection over here, and you could have targeted all the way to this 1 minute order block. This was one good setup, guys, and this I have already mentioned to you about this trade as well. And you could have kept the stop loss just and targeted all the way to 2.68 level. And this break of structure, this order block where the market came and this 100% move over here, This was one beautiful trade setup where you could have taken, kept your stop loss just below that candle and targeted all the way to 100% move. Look at this, guys. 1, 2, 3, and 4 beautiful trade setups. Here also you could have taken short scalp. But let's keep this trade aside, guys. Let's keep this as remove this. But in case you can see the market retraced back, and if you try to plot the fib levels from high to all the way to this low here, you can see the market faced rejection from 0.2, 0.38 level. As I already mentioned you, this 0.3 or this 350 level clearly shows some kind of bearishness, guys. This is a huge confluence for buyers or sellers. And if you try to plot the fib extension levels, the common point between this to the common point between this, with the common point between this, you could have targeted all the way to 100% move or to 1.6 as well. You can, but look at this, guys, how the market clearly came to 100% move, and you could have exited somewhere here. This was one beautiful trade setup where you could have taken here, and this is the coordination 0.38 level is. So this short position, you could have kept stop loss above that candle, or for better confluence, I'll try to plot the anchor VWAP level here. If you try to plot your anchor, you could have kept above this anchor VWAP level only, guys, and try to target 200% move. Once if the market closes above, because there are chances sometimes that the market might retrace to 50 level and reject. So, or towards the 21 moving average also, you can keep your stop loss above this 21 moving average as well. And you could have target towards the downside, guys. As you can see, after this huge momentum, there was small doji candles appearing, clearly signifying not huge bullish momentum is gonna happen. And it even broke this towards the downside, the day VWAP level as well as the 200 moving average, clearly broken towards the downside as well, clearly signifying bearish sentiment. Look at this, guys, how the market behaved, and the market consolidated around the day's pivot levels. This was the day's pivot, and you see how the market sustained below this, trying to move in a sideways manner. This was my setups, guys. This trade I have explained to you, keeping a stop loss just above that candle, targeting all the way to 4.26 level. You can't perfectly follow this plan, guys, but once if you try to understand what I'm saying, how to maintain a risk to reward ratio, and how to use my moving averages, the VWAP levels, as well as I shall talk to you about RSI also, because RSI also is very important to find momentums and will better help you to make trading decisions. And you can see how the market has behaved here, guys, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beautiful trade setups. And here also you can see this kind of liquidity over here, this kind of channel liquidity after this kind of bullish move. You can see after this bullish move, guys, the channel and the market actually broke towards the upside. And this also is kind of a channel only. This is about Bank Nifty, guys, and you see how the market has behaved. Next, coming to Nifty 50. So in case of Nifty 50, you can see the same channel pattern over here to target all those buyers who might have entered here, expecting the market to go further high. All those stop losses has been hit, guys, with this move, and panicked all those buyers exiting their positions, expecting the market to go further down. But what the market tried to head higher. And if you try to plot the fib extinction levels, the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, I told about the 4.26 level, guys. This is the 4.26 level. As I told you, you could have targeted all the way to this zone here. This is the 4.26 level, and look at this, guys, how the market behaved here. And I have posted a live trade also where I entered my long position here itself at around 9:20 something, 29. And after this bullish momentum, guys, if you try to plot the last down candle momentum to the last towards the upside, you can see the market didn't even retrace to the 0.38 level also, clearly signifying bullishness only. And if you consider this pullback, guys, and the market trying to break, you can consider this to be an order block. This is the 1 minute order block. So the market, there was a lot of hesitation in market to reach this zone, and you can see after this huge sell-off, the market tried to pierce this sell-off, clearly signifying some kind of bullishness. You can see when the market closed above the fib of this zone, guys. Before, let me explain this. You can see this 1 minute order block, and as soon as the market tried to break this, the market rate came here. You can see if the market would have retraced strongly towards this 1 minute order block, there are high chances order block would have failed, guys. But you can see the market kind of came here, again it went higher, again it came lower, again it came. You can see how the market has behaved, guys, clearly signifying some sort of value to this 1 minute order block. And once this order block has been respected, there is no value. And order blocks only works for one time. And you can see when market closed above this fib levels of this candle, or you can, in case if you might see closed above this high of that candle, guys, you could have entered long position expecting the market to target this high as well. And you can see how the market actually broke this structure also. This is another one break of structure. And if you try to plot the fib levels here, the common point, the high to low here, you can see how the market here took support at 550 here. And if you try to plot the fib extension levels, the high to here, this high, and all the way to this side, you can see how the market came all the way to 100% move here. You could have exited at here, right? This is the 100% move. You can see how the market kind of took support here and try to head higher. So if you try to plot the anchor gap levels here, or in case if you try to plot this anchor gap level, you can see price taking support over here. But it's fine, guys. You could have kept your stop loss just below that candle itself and targeting after seeing this momentum. You could have entered also. You could have targeted to the 100% move. This was one good setup where you could have entered and targeted all the way to this side. And this was one beautiful setup where you could have, after this bearishness order block, 1 minute order block level, you could have taken here, exited this somewhere between this side. This was one scalp. This was another beautiful scalp. This I have posted you in live trade as well. And you can see, guys, here what happened here is that after this final sell-off candle, guys, this looks like a final sell-off, bearish engulfing pattern over here, clearly signifying. Look at this, guys. The market after this bullish momentum, the market pierced with engulfing pattern, and after this piercement, the market sustained above this 50 of that candle. You can see if you try to plot the high to low here, you can see the market face some sort of rejection here and try to price kind of sustained below that zone only. This is a 50. Price kind of sustained below that zone, clearly signifying bearishness. So here there is no chop formation also, guys, but you can see this one bearish candle clearly changed the market sentiment from bullish to bearish. And if you try to plot the anchor wave up levels here, you can see the market couldn't even cross this 550 level or the anchor wave up as the market faced some sort of rejection. So if you try to plot the fib extension levels, the high to low, here you can see the common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this. You can see you could have targeted the 1.68 level or the 2.68 level here as well. But in case if you have missed this also, guys, you can see the last up move candle which actually broke structure here. Let's consider this as in a smart money concept way, because I would have considered to take a trade here itself. Actually, I have taken a trade here itself, but for someone out there who isn't experienced much, you can see how beautifully the market found a chop. You can consider this also breaking towards the downside, and this is the last up candle which actually broke structure towards the downside. And if you try to plot the fib levels, the point between here to here, you can see this is the 550 level, guys. This is the 550 zone, and you see how the market faced some sort of rejection here. As you can see, the market impulsive momentum towards the downside with a lot of hesitation. Again, impulsive momentum clearly breaking this towards the downside. This is the breakout structure. And if you try to plot this order block, the last up candle, you can see the market even try to head higher also, clearly showing some bullish momentum. This momentum is just a manipulation, guys. You can see after this huge sell-off candle, a lot of sellers might have entered, guys. And to target all those sellers, the market has to move higher. And this momentum is just to manipulate buyers, sellers, because only with this momentum itself you can get to know, you can get a lot of liquidity here. As you can see, the market clearly broke, and a lot of retail traders might have entered keeping their stop loss just above that candle and trying to target towards the downside. But here you can see how the market has targeted all those sellers and showing sentiment of bullishness, but clearly the market also rejected prices from here. The 550 level couldn't cross above this 550 level and try to head down. And you can consider this impulsive momentum, guys. The common point between this to the common point between this to the common point between this, and you could have targeted the first target to 1.68 level 2.68 level, the 3 point, and you could have targeted all the way to 4.62 level. And you can see how the market here came all the way to this zone. But in case, let's consider this to be here, guys, that you might have exited at around 1.68 level. So it's better to exit at this position, and let's keep it as such. So you might have entered here and exited at this position, keeping your stop loss just above that fib candle and exited at around this 1.68 level. This is one trade, guys. And you can see this last up candle which actually broke this low. This low was this candle, guys. This is the structure which actually broken towards the downside. You can see how the market actually broke structure here. And if you try to plot the fib levels, the common point between this to this, you can see how the market faced some sort of rejection at fib 50 level here. And you can see here, this is a fib 50 where the market was not able to cross this zone, and as well as 200 moving average resistance, clearly signifying bearishness only, guys. And after this huge movement, bullish candle, the market kind of pierced this bullish candle and even closed below this candle. In case if you might have entered short position, you could have easily entered keeping your stop loss just above that candle itself. And if you try to plot the fib extension levels, the common point, the high to low, to the high to low, to the high to here, you could have targeted all the way to 2.68 level, or the midway between 2.68 level and the 3.61 level. First target would have been at around 1.68 level, guys. And second target you could have targeted at around 2.68 level here. And sometimes the market will take you could have exited somewhere in the mid of this zone as well. You can see this zone or the pivot levels you could have exited, guys. Pivot level shows some kind of bullishness. You can see how the market came here all the way to this zone, and you could have either exited this trade, guys. You could have made a huge profit, almost 2 to 3x of your capital. If you might have invested 1 lakh, you might have received a profit of around 2 to 3 lakhs. And look at this, guys, how the market actually came all the way till here. You could have exited somewhere here, guys. Or in case if you see here as well, the market couldn't cross this daily VWAP level. This is the day VWAP level, and this is the anchor VWAP level. The market couldn't, after this huge sell-off, here it faced resistance from this 200 moving average, and here it faced resistance from these VWAP levels. Clearly signifying bearishness, guys, and you could see how the market came all the way to 1.68 level to 2.68 level, clearly signifying bearishness. And if you might have considered this zone over here, the last up candle to the last down candle over here, you can see how the market faced rejection from the 0.38 level. Or if you consider here, guys, because this is our zone, you can see how the market faced resistance from this 0.38 level here and continued further towards the downside. And in case if you try to plot the fib levels, the high to low to here, you could have targeted the 100% move. But here the market didn't came all the way here, but you can consider this 0.5 as well as 0.6 on this. Or you could have targeted this swing lows also, easily making decent amount of profit here as well. But this is about my Nifty trade analysis, guys. You can see how the market here behaved, and you can see this 1 minute order block zone as well. You could target the 1.68 level, and look at this, guys, how the market, I have posted this live trade analysis, and I could have posted every trade, guys, as soon as the market is happening itself, but it would be a long video, like a 6-hour video. In case if you need such kind of videos, a long 6-hour video, I would definitely love to post that video. In live market analysis, I can even trade this kind of trades and even this kind of momentums also. It's not that after the market analysis only I can predict, okay, this like this. Because of a lot of practice, guys, I can easily spot good momentums, and I can even draw the same patterns in live market analysis only. In case if you need, please try to leave a comment below, guys. I will definitely try to post the whole day trade analysis video also, in case if you really want such videos. And let's decode into premium charts, guys. So in case if you want to decode the Nifty 50 premium charts, let's know, as today is Nifty 50 expiry, and this is the trade at around 9:29. This is where I posted one trade, guys, and I told you all the way from 60, I guess I took a premium of 60 rupees and I targeted to 160. But here you can see the premium also doubled here from 90 to 100 to 200 points, and the market again came here. This is the 1 minute order block support as well as this 100 moving average support. The market came over here and even momentum over here. This is this trade, guys. This support zone over here. You can see, as you can see, this 1 minute order block support over here. So you can see the market came here, took support over here, and you could have targeted this side, a 169 to 230, a profit of around 80 points. And again, the market retraced here. You can see this kind of retracement, guys. But here the market made 50 level as the retracement. But here the premiums came all the way to this zone, and even closed below this zone. But you can see how the fib retracements over here. But in premium charts, you can see here how the market here only went all the way to 50 level, but here it came all the way to this demand zone only. This also signifies some kind of bullishness, guys. You can see this demand zone, the market came all the way, took this demand and further went higher. You could have captured this momentum, you could have captured this momentum as well, as I posted you this momentum also with 100% move. And at the same time, let's look at premium charts in Nifty 50 also. Input side, guys, you can see how the market during the initial time, the market targeted all those sellers, all those buyers, guys. For those who might have entered here, guys, expecting the market to go further high, the market targeted all those buyers. So input premium, you can see how the market all the way from 500 to 700 it went, faced rejection from these pivot levels. This is the Cambrella pivot in premium charts. So this also will help you with some kind of significance, and you can see how the market faced rejection and continued further towards the downside. And you can see, guys, this. And in case if you see here at around this zone, guys, where the market couldn't at this candle, guys, let's see at 1152, where the premiums at around 1152, this huge reversal candle. At the same time, if you look at put premiums at 1152, you can see, guys, here the market faced some kind of rejection. You can see at around 1152 here, at around 1152, you can see here this kind of huge bullish candle formed over here, and you could have entered somewhere here itself, guys, at around 1152, expecting the market to go further high. You can see market face some sort of rejection here and try to head lower. But here you can see the premium decaying too much, and you can see the market here try to take support from this 200 moving average, but actually broke towards the downside. This is where you could have entered a long position, guys, at around this zone, where the market broke 200 moving average towards the downside, where you can see this impulsive momentum broke the 921, the 100 and 200 moving average towards the downside, clearly signifying bearishness. And here you can see the market trying to move in consolidation, but here the premium is trying to decay, clearly signifying bearishness. And here you can expect some kind of bullishness, and this is how the market, you could have entered long position somewhere here. And look at this, guys, from all the way to 57 to almost 250, 240 the market has reached. And you could have entered here also you could have entered long positions. And you can see here at around 1249, if you see at around 1249, you can at around 1249, you can see, guys, how the market at around 1249, this is the long position, but at around 1249 you can see the market tried to move higher, but the market even broke this low as well. But in spot chart you can see at 1249 this upward momentum is there now, guys. This upward momentum, you can see here the premium decay has happened here in Nifty, which even broke towards the downside, clearly showing some kind of bearishness. As you can see here, the support has been forming at around 200 moving average. Looking at this support, a lot of buyers might have entered, but here you can see after rejection from here, the price clearly broke, and you can see impulsive momentum towards the upside, clearly changing the market sentiment from bearish to bullish. And here is where you could have entered, guys, keeping a stop loss just below that candle and targeting all the way towards the upside. And you can see after that momentum, again it retraced at around 1122. At around 1122, you can see here the market kind of retraced, but here you can see how clearly the market took support from this pivot, from this anchor wave up level, and retraced towards the upside. It took support from this 9 as well as 21 moving average, and here it faced resistance from this 9 moving average, as pivot support also is here, and the market tried to head higher. And again the market tried to break towards here, and it faced rejection from this anchor wave up level. This is the day wave up level, at around 1228. Let's look at 1228. You can see at around 1228 where the market consolidated here, clearly signifying bullishness only. And you could have either entered here, you could have entered here, and you could have doubled your profit also, guys. A minimum of 2x your capital. And you can see how the market clearly found support over here as well, and support over here as well. Clearly showing significance, guys. And you could have exited here. If you might have entered here also, you could have made a profit of 2x your capital. If you might have entered here, you could have made 4x of your capital. This is what, guys, we need to learn. I hope I hope what I'm telling is helpful for you guys. In case if you find helpful, please like and share and leave a comment below. And if you like to keep in touch with me, you can comment below. I would like to read your comments. Hope my knowledge is helping, guys. Thank you.